السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا. We've heard this so many different times, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, and he orders us. Qu is the jam'ah. Save yourself and your ahl from the hellfire. Now you notice I didn't say family, because that's where the problem is at. Is that the word ahl is not being understood properly. So now, because of this misunderstanding with this ayah of Quran, the approach of a lot of Muslims, especially brothers, who are supposed to be the Rabb of the house, Rabbul Bayt. What is ahl? So here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling them, قُوا أَنفُسُكُمْ وَأَهْلِيكُمْ نَارًا. Your ahl. The word is ahl used in the Quran. We also have ahl al-kitab, isn't it? Is that a family of the kitab? Right? We say ahlu samawati wa ahlu al-ard. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ahlihi ajma'een. So we make a distinction there. We say alihi wa ahlihi ajma'een. So al, family, right? So what is ahl? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to Nuh alayhi salam, Ya Nuh, innahu laysa min ahlik. Innahu amalun ghayru salih. So as far as ahl, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lets us know, if you think this means family, let me set you straight. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with Nuh alayhi salam, the waves are coming. The flood is there. He's having a conversation with his son. He's trying to convince him to board the ship. And he says no. Why? He's got his own thinking. Isn't that how it is these days? Everybody has their own thinking. I've rationalized this. I have my own conclusion. I have my own way of dealing with this. I don't want to follow the Prophet. I have my own thinking. So he did. With his own thinking. He said, I'm going to go up to the top of the mountain. The water won't get there. Nuh alayhi salam explains to him, there is no place to hide from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala today unless you are with me. So when his son, the waves overtake the mountain, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did that. It was not an accident. And now Nuh alayhi salam asks about his son. Ya Allah, you said you were going to say my ahl. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala informs him about his ignorance. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells him, Ya Nuh, laysa min ahlik. He is not from your ahl. And now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala qualifies the statement and gives us understanding about what ahl actually is. Because he says, innahu amalun ghayru salih. Now the tarkib here is really interesting for the ayah. Because here, innahu, right? So now you're looking at what's going to come after is the khabar. So it's going to give me this information, right? As the khabar of inna. So now it's going to give me this information about the damir, who. But it says amalun. So literally it's undoubtedly he is actions. Action. Ghayru salih. Which is not pious, which is not righteous. Meaning what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says your definition of who you are and who the ahl, who your ahl is not by your blood. It is by who you are. It is by your identity. So the actions, why does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring up the actions? Because Nuh alayhi salam is not privy to the information of the heart, the contents of the heart. So he has to refer him to that thing which he is readily available, and he is conscious of. the actions of his son. Now Allah Ta'ala brings up the actions. He says, غَيْرُ صَالِحٍ. Which meaning now Allah Ta'ala is letting us know it's not just the action, He's letting us know what the intent is. The intention was not salih. So who are you? You are the summary of your actions. That is who you are. Forget about what your mouth says. Forget about what you think in your own mind. Forget about the lies that we tell ourselves. We are our actions. We are our lifestyle. Like it or not. What's going to be weighed on Yawm al-Qiyamah, fil mizan? Our actions. Not what we thought about ourselves. It's not our opinions. It's not our perception. Hard, cold, stark reality will be weighed on that mizan. Reality will be weighed on that mizan. The reality of what? The reality of our actions. And what is the reality of our actions? Well, it is the catalyst of said actions. It is the motivation. It is the niyyah. So who is our ahl? Who is our ahl? You are. Ahlul taqwa. Ahlul iman. Ahlul shahada. It is talking about the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Save yourselves in the ummah. But see now, because it's been relegated and the understanding has been eroded to just family. So now we feel that we only have an obligation to my family, my wife, my kids. And no, what's the result? That all of us collectively suffer because of our individual selfishness. Because I'm just thinking about my wife, I'm just thinking about my kids, I'm just thinking about my problems, I'm just thinking about my bills, my job, my situation. My family. Look around you. If you do not consider the faces that you see around you as your family, there's a huge problem. Potentially, hopefully, every last one of you, you and I, may Allah Ta'ala accept all of us by His rahmah, we are going to be neighbors in Jannah for all of eternity. Our family members may or may not make it there. Their situation is the same as ours. So now who's your ahl? You are my ahl. That's why I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here in this place of tremendous responsibility and accountability. That's all it is. Forget the status. Forget that like it's nonsense. It's fecal matter. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is all responsibility and accountability. I don't want to be here. Allah, He knows that what I'm saying is true. But you're my ahl. Allah gave an order. قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ وَأَهْلِيكُمْ نَارًا. Convince them and convince yourself that salvation from the hellfire is the most important objective to each and every one of us. There is nothing more important than this. Because I'm going to ask you a question as proof positive. If you get everything that you want in this dunya, all your hopes, all your dreams, all your aspirations, you get what you want. How long will it last? The thing that preoccupies people and distracts them from the dhikr of Allah, that leads them towards ghafla as opposed to taqwa, are these things. So I'm asking myself and you, even if you get what you want, all the things that you, this past week, past month, past year, that you've been struggling for, striving for, thinking about the money, this thing, the houses, the cars, I want to buy this, I want to start a business, I want to buy that, I want to go here, like all of it. Even if you get what you want, all of it. I didn't say 99%. I'm talking about you get 100% what you want. Fit dunya. How long is it going to last? We are spending so much of our time, and time equals life. Life equals time. That is the atrocity behind them saying that I will buy an hour of your time for $20, $30, $50, $75, $100. It doesn't matter. Whatever number you stick in there, it's going to be inadequate. The non-Muslims are coming, they're saying, I will purchase your life from you. Make me your boss. Make me your Rabb. Make me the one that you worry about. Make me the one that you look to for your risk. Make me the one that you are concerned about losing your job. Make me the one that when you need help that you come to, and that when you look for a promotion or you look for advancement, you got to come to me. That's what they're doing. And then they preoccupy our minds and our hearts with ashya'ud dunya, the things of this dunya, mata'ul ghurur. And then next thing you know, the days become weeks, and the weeks become months, and the months become years. And those of you who are old enough to know, you know, like I know, that the longer you go, the faster it goes. It's like it speeds up. I remember in elementary school, middle school, summertime would come. It was like a year by itself, wasn't it? It's like summertime, you know? Now, summertime. Right? Summertime. I mean, think about it. Like, we've already passed the midpoint of July. The time is already contracting as far as the salah times and everything. Already, we're already moving back towards the fall. Summertime, that fast. When young, summertime. But it goes faster and faster and faster. So even if you get everything that you want, you have to die. Even if you get everything that you dream of in this world, you've got to leave it behind. Even if all of your aspirations, the status, the money, the this, the that, all of it, it's not going to save you from the hellfire. That's just the truth. And what is the one thing that gets in our way? You know, think it's shaitan. It's not shaitan. It's me. Nafs. I'm not willing to accept the reality of my situation. And because I won't accept it, because of the lack of humility, it's there. Quran explains our situation. Hadith of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam explains our situation. And we have centuries of ulama, the mutaqaddimin, mutaakhirin, mashallah, centuries of ulama that have given beautiful explanations. Detailed explanations. There is nobody sitting in here today that can say that I have a problem that cannot be diagnosed and I have a problem that cannot be solved by the deen of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So now, if that is the truth, and it is the truth, that's the reason why Allah Ta'ala said this deen is perfect and complete. That is the reason why this deen is universal and acontextual. That is the reason why this deen has to be suitable and fittable, appropriate for every last man and woman and child to come until Yawmul Qiyamah. So if that is the reality, I'm sick, Islam has a solution, diagnosis, solution, everything. But I am not accessing it. Who's to blame? Shaitan? My wife? Kids? The boss? The community? Board members? Who's to blame? Me. The irony of it is, in our ignorance, then we try to engage the world as if we know. And that is the truly scary part. Because now we go misrepresenting Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we damage the lives and potentially the akhirah of other people because of that misrepresentation, because of our lack of knowledge, because of our egos, and all that just to make this vast statement. And thus our children suffer. That's why. That's what the program is about tonight. Instead of putting all the onus on the kids need to do this, and they got to take this class, and they got to do this, and they got to do that, and we need this for them, and they got to go do this, and we want them to go to here, and we want them to do a camp, and we want them. It's like, subhanallah. It's like, Allahu Akbar. Like, these are little kids, and we're just like looking for ways to like preoccupy them and busy them and distract them and so on and so forth. And then like you look at it and it's like, subhanallah, why are we putting all the responsibility for the maturation process and the developmental process on children and a few select individuals that have the courage, and may Allah bless them. They sacrifice so much. Even they know, like the vast majority of them I talk to, they know, like, I'm not qualified to do this. I know that I'm inept. I know that I'm inadequate, but somebody's got to do something. So what's the problem? Ahl. The understanding of the term ahl, the understanding of the concept of ummah, the understanding of shared responsibility and shared purpose, shared action, the understanding and the value for what leadership is in Islam, the value for the inheritance of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, which is ilm, generating the environment and the atmosphere that existed in Medina. That's the reason why hijrah was necessary, my beautiful brothers and sisters, elders in Islam. Why? They couldn't establish the environment and atmosphere in Mecca because of the persecution. Once leadership had fallen into the right hands, and that leadership is being followed in Medina, and now you can establish an environment and atmosphere of what? Of taqwa. Because that's the only way that you can build a masjid. Asasuha. The foundation of each and every masjid is supposed to be upon taqwa. So what was it? Excuse me, masjid. How much taqwa do you have? Oh, it's a building. Meaning the taqwa has to come from us. How do you generate that taqwa that becomes the foundation of a community? You have to have the atmosphere and environment for it. That's something that all of us do collectively. A handful of people are not going to be able to do it. Grouping the kids together and telling them to go do it is not only unfair, it is heinous. It is a heinous form of oppression upon these children. If we do not become actively involved as adults, as their aunts and uncles, because we say that, right? Auntie, uncle, like family, like hug. But if we don't start treating these kids collectively, like every last one of them matters to each and every one of us, then we cannot say that I'm worried about the kids, or I'm just worried about my kids, or I'm worried about the future. Okay, fine. I hear the words in your mouth. They're on your tongue, and they're correct. They're accurate. But what are you willing to do? Are you willing to put your money where your mouth is? Because that's the thing that everybody values more than anything else. So that's what I want to know. Like, as we, because like I have been requested, and I'm coming in and I'm taking this extremely seriously. Developing youth programs and this and that. Like, I am taking this extremely seriously. From you, what I need to know from you is, are you willing to put your money where your mouth is for the sake of the next generations to come? The thing that you value, are you willing to give it up for the sake of the Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? That's what we're going to find out. you and I, we're going to find out the reality that's in our hearts. And we're going to compare it with the words that are on our tongues. And we're going to find out whether or not you and I are hypocrites or not. Allahumma la taj'alna minan munafiqeen. Allahumma ij'alna minan muttaqeen. May Allah Ta'ala protect us and save us from being amongst the munafiqeen. And may Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala make us from amongst the people of taqwa. اللهم اغفر لنا وللمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All right, as you know that every Friday we have a program from some shaykh. Shaykh Khalid is not new to our community. Tonight is his program. He's talked about it earlier. It is on the youth and our shared responsibility. As Shaykh said, that it's a collective responsibility. You have seen what's going on in our community. We are, as a parent, this event going to be more towards parents and kids together. So please show up, and it's going to be after Maghrib Salah. So do the Maghrib here, and please be part of the program, inshallah. The other mega event is the Eid Fest, which is coming tomorrow, inshallah. There's some prediction, there's going to be rain in the morning, but inshallah we should be clear up by noon and till the evening, inshallah, it should be good. So come and enjoy the program. It's for you, it's a community gathering program. It's going to have a lot of non-desi food like barbecue and stuff like that. So don't expect biryani tomorrow, to be honest. So there's going to be a lot of other side dishes as well. There we're going to have boba tea, we're going to have faluda, we have ice cream, tea, the other henna event, pet, zoo, pony rides. There's plenty of other rides as well, young and adults. So please come and enjoy and make it festival, inshallah. And it starts at 1 p.m. at Masjid. We are not going anywhere far. It's the Masjid and ends at 7 p.m. And please remember us in your donations. We need your help and support. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadur Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadur Rasulullah. Hayya ala salah. Hayya ala salah. Hayya ala falah. Hayya ala falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
If we can have everybody fill in the gaps, please. We have a lot of brothers and we have a lot of gaps. Also, as you're leaving, please be conscious of the fact that people are making salah. Do not walk in front of people as they're making salah. And as you are starting your salah, please try to put yourself in a place that people are not going to walk in front of you. We have people that they'll stand up like right in front of the doors or in the walkways or like, and you're inconveniencing people. And the danger is your salat is going to end up being for those people because you've inconvenienced them, which means you did not fulfill their right, which means that they can go to Allah to get that right fulfilled, which means that Allah Ta'ala is going to take that salat and give it to them for compensation. So save yourself the trouble of working for somebody else fil akhirah. Stand to the side and make sure that you leave everybody room so they don't put themselves in a difficult situation with Allah, and so that way, you know, we're conscious of each other's rights, inshallah, as we engage in ibadatullah. Barakallahu feekum. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسلهم بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة من يطيع الله ورسوله فقد رشد ومن يعص ما فقد غوى بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن الكريم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إنما الأعمال بالنيات أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام استغفر الله لي ولكم أجمعين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونشكره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله قال الله سبحانه وتعالى إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد عبدك وحبيبك ورسولك النبي الأمي وعلى آله وأزواجه وذرياته وصحبه وأهله أجمعين اللهم اغفر لنا وللمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة اللهم أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ونسألك من فضلك يا ذا الفضل العظيم عباد الله رحمكم الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون وأقيموا الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله هيا على الصلاة هيا على الصلاة هيا على الفلاح هيا على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Please make sure that your rows are straight, there are no gaps in between you, and that your cell phones are turned off. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahmanir Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الله الله الله. استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله العظيم الذي لا إله إلا هو القيوم وأتوب إليه. اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تبارك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa barak wa sallam. Please make dua for all the Muslim brothers and sisters who have passed away. Make dua also for those who are in difficulty or are suffering any sickness or any ailment, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use it as a means of kafara, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us in this life, and Allah ta'ala by His rahmah enter us into Jannah in the next. اللهم اغفر لنا وللمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم شافي مرضانا يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم لا عيش إلا عيش الآخرة. اللهم إنا نسألك حسن الخاتمة. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم. اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة، ونسألك من فضلك يا ذا الفضل العظيم. صلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين، والحمد لله رب العالمين.